the Timberwolves end up winning this series in 6 games by a miracle. Now, I know it's crazy. A lot of people are siding with the Lakers. The Lakers are the favorites because of Bron and Luka. And, taking down the Lakers will be tough, obviously. Not stupid. LeBron, Luka Doncic is a crazy combination, and it's going to be tough. But the main reason I even got the Timberwolves winning this is because they have the size advantage. I think they have a more well-rounded team. And when it comes to the size advantage of grabbing rebounds and stuff like that, the Timberwolves, they really got an advantage because they got 2 centers, and they also got a power forward that can grab rebounds. Meanwhile, the Lakers don't really have a lot of depth down low, so they're going to struggle with grabbing rebounds and even protecting the paint when it comes to playing defense and getting stops in the paint. And as we know, with guards like Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo on the Timberwolves, those guys can get to the paint. Even the role guys on that team, too. When you look at Jaden McDaniels and the other guy, too. I don't even remember his name right now. But, they got a lot of guys who can get to the basket. Obviously, they can shoot. They knock down a lot of threes as well. We know them as a Minnesota Timberwolves team who can shoot threes, but they can very much get to the basket too. And with the Lakers, man, I don't know if they'll be able to have the defensive presence to really stay there and stay in front of their guys against the Timberwolves in 7 games. Like, it's going to be tough, man. But above all, the Wolves, they are the 4th best defensive ranked team in the West right now. And coming into the close of the season, they were 4th in rebounding in the last 10 games and also 2nd in the West of rebounding in the last 10 games. So, a lot of things kind of go in their favor when you talk about the size advantage for the Timberwolves. However, I'd be lying to you if I was up here talking about the Timberwolves is just going to win and I'm not worried about what the Lakers is doing. No. Can't even fool you like that. I wouldn't dare play around like that. I really do think the Lakers have a great shot at winning because there's small advantages that's working out for LeBron and Luka Doncic when we think about this. So one of the things here is just some small things first, not even about the other advantages that you can get into in a statistical sense, but just some small things that's helping the Lakers out. One of them is home court advantage. If the series goes to 7 games, Lakers are at home. LeBron James has obviously Luka Doncic, so he can preserve energy, allow Luka Doncic to score and facilitate while he's preserving his energy. And that's going to be a huge thing because anytime LeBron James can sit on the bench and rest up or be in the game and just play cleanup man and play a different role outside of the main scorer and the main facilitator, it's a glorious day for LeBron. And when he is effective on top of being the second hand guy or just trying to play Robin to another Batman, LeBron is, man, I don't need to explain how great he is at doing that. But also, too, this Lakers team has a lot of rest right now. Obviously, the season just ended, so most teams are getting rest. But again, going back to the whole well-rested LeBron, man, it's scary because coming into the season, obviously, we know the whole headlines and everything all throughout the season. Has some small knick-knack injuries, but the playoffs is a long stretch, man. It's a long stretch. It's going to be a tough series. I imagine the Timberwolves is not just going to roll over and let the Lakers do whatever. So, it's going to be intense here. But matchup-wise, the Lakers still kind of have an advantage because there's just certain areas that favor the Lakers. And when I think of a playoff series, the number one thing I think of is the stardom. So now we're looking at a playoff matchup where obviously Timberwolves versus the Lakers. You look at the stars on the floor. Anthony Edwards in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Cool, great. Who's his co-star? Julius Randle? Dante DiVincenzo? Rudy Gobert? Jaden McDaniels? These, come on. But then you look at the Lakers and you look at their co-star, whether you want to say LeBron or Luka, either way, it's not really a co-star. It's a Batman and Superman combination over with the Los Angeles Lakers with their stardom. The rest of the guys on the team, the Austin Reeves and the Roys, all of those guys will fall in line. But ultimately, the Lakers have 2 guys who can explode for 40 points at any given time. The Timberwolves don't really have that. It's just Anthony Edwards. So when you start looking at other alternative options outside of Anthony Edwards, you don't really have that other guy there that can go off and give you a big 30-point, 40-point type of game. I don't trust Julius Randle to go out there and give anybody a 30, 40-point game. Dante DiVincenzo will be the next option I look at for anybody who steps up and possibly gives a 30 or 40-point game to help out Anthony Edwards. But even then, that's not even extremely common in terms of what's going to happen and which co-star can really step up. So this is the dilemma here when I'm talking about matchup wise, because the supporting cast on each team is just slightly different. One obviously has more stardom, and both of these guys are well sauteed in the playoffs, got plenty of experience. Luka Doncic, come on, man, let's just be honest. Luka could probably take the Lakers without LeBron to the conference finals with this team that he has. We've seen him do it a couple years ago. So it's difficult. It's difficult to just put that perspective past the Timberwolves and just say, oh yeah, they got it. They got it in 6 games. So I think it's going to be a battle for sure. Each game is we're going to have to go game by game. It'll be a lot of adjustments. I think we see a great series here between these two. But ultimately, man, if Anthony Edwards want to defeat LeBron James, it's going to damn near take a perfect performance. Like, I've never seen anybody beat LeBron in the playoffs and give a subpar performance. Everybody I've seen beat LeBron in the playoffs in any series, whether it was the finals, conference finals, second round, first round, anytime I've seen LeBron lose in the playoffs, it's been because another team has played a perfect game. In order to beat Bron in the playoffs, Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo, Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, all of those guys, Rudy Gobert, are going to have to play an excellent game and win 4 games that are well played. One of them might have to be lucky, but above all, they're going to have to give some great performances in order to beat LeBron with Luka Doncic. Because beating LeBron by himself is already tough. Even if he got a trash team or whatever, it's already a tough thing to do. But at the end of the day, they got Luka Doncic too. So, it's tough. Obviously, we know what Anthony Edwards does, man, and he's not going to hold back. We've seen how he approached the whole Kevin Durant matchup last year when, it was that running joke where they was like, okay, well, yeah, they got Kevin Durant, but we got Jaden McDaniels. Like that was silly. And that's true. So we know how his approach is. He got faith in his guys and all of that too, which you need to have as a team leader. But I guess the only thing I can say is, yeah, the Lakers got LeBron and Luka Doncic, but the Timberwolves got Jaden McDaniels. Who knows? So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Man, it's gonna be tough. I'll be shocked to see if Anthony Edwards is the one that retires LeBron. He already got KD. He's got plenty of playoff experience. Pretty much just about went to the finals if you want. Like, I mean, he had a pretty good series these past few years. So yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I don't know, but above all, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves winning this series in 6 games for sure, by a miracle. Maybe, but I got them winning this in 6 games. Lakers gonna make it a matchup, and I wouldn't be super surprised if the Lakers did somehow, crawl back into the series and make it and end up winning the series. Either way, this is one of those series where it's like a must-watch. You gotta at least stay up late once or twice to catch some of these games. You're gonna have to watch it because I think it's gonna be something worth staying up and watching.